Hello, everyone. John Maddox here. This is the week ending July 12th. And next week is the meet, July 20th. So actually, I was able to get all 3 weeks of my training in this week, which was great. The only exercise I really didn't do that I would normally do, I didn't attempt to do any bent rows at all. I want to save my lower back. So I did squat on Tuesday. I did my full squat workout. Squatting 6 plates and then going up to 680 for a negative. And then what I did is, since I've not had a chance to practice deadlifting with my normal grip, I've been using straps so I don't put stress on my hip as I've been trying to heal my hip. And actually, before we get into this anymore, I just want to remind people that I do have my own platform, which is www.communityreviews.org. If you really want to know what's going on in the world, go over there. I've been trying to compile the stuff that's been coming out from the military, so that you can know what the real news is. But anyways, communityreviews.org. It's an awesome website. So yeah, so when I went to do my lockouts, I went up to 6 plates and technically 7 plates. But what did I go up to? Yeah, I went up to 745. That would be the equivalent of 675 pounds worth of weight, and was able to lock them out no problem. I mean, I believe I could do 675 for many reps. 675 is not a very heavy weight right now for me, which is nice. And so I did that with not using any straps. That was just my regular grip. I've learned now to how to lock the thumbs in, right? Make sure my hand doesn't open or make it harder for my hand to open. And I've been working grip the whole time. The last 3 or 4 weeks, I really started working on my 250-pound grippers that I have. Got those up to 30 reps. I feel comfortable with my grip at the meet. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I did finalize what my deadlift stance is going to be. So it's going to be close to the same stance that I do when I squat. So when I squat, I don't get a lot of pain in my hip. So Tuesday, I did take 800 out of the pins again. So this is the third time I've attempted to do that. So the first time I did it, I had about a mid-range sumo deadlift for me. And then the second time I did it, I used a wider stance. And the wider stance felt the best on my hip so far. And then this past Tuesday, I tried to come in much closer to see if the closer stance would help. And that actually put the most stress on my hip. I mean, put a lot of stress on my hip. So that's told me now that for the meet, I'm just going to go to whatever my stance is, pretty close to what I actually squat. And actually give me more leverage leg wise. And you got to remember, I always squat first before I deadlift. So the fact that I get to go to the meet next week and actually deadlift without squatting first is going to be awesome. And so I think what I've decided to do is open at about 675. So I don't know if that's going to be 672 based on how kilograms and the conversions are going to work. And then based on that, and then I'll do my second attempt. And if I feel really good, maybe I shoot for the 801 or whatever it takes for me to break 800. I'm not going to go 799 because that's not 800 pounds. I know that sounds weird. So I have to officially break 800 if I'm going to try it. So, but I may set up and do something in the mid 700s first. I just want to make sure I get in the meet and that I am not going to bomb, right? I don't need to bomb. And then, gauge what I'm going to lift. So if it's going to be 800 or is it going to be 782? Andy Bolton just did a meet within the last week. Yeah, he literally just did it last weekend. He pulled 771. So trying to pull something more than him would be ideal. I really want to get the 800. I feel I should be able to do it. I mean, I'm shrugging 800. So this past week, I did a couple shrugs with 800. Like I said, I took it out of the pins, took it to the ground, 800. And like I said, my squats are doing well. Like I said, I'm knocking up 6 plates in the squat, like almost a 600-pound squat, like it's nothing. And then I'm going up to 680 for the negative. And I still did all my assistance, glutes, my hips, my grip. Like I said, my grip is strong. And so on Friday, I did a board press with 375 pounds, which is, I think, the most I've done since October of last year. So that was actually good for me. I was happy with that. Like I said, no bent rows, and I just did the rest of my arm workout. I did do some lat pull downs. I want to make sure my lower back is not tired. So when I actually do the meet on July 20th, I will be able to go in. Legs are going to be fresh. It's going to be about, what is that going to be, 11 days from my last, lower back work and my last squat workout. That should be plenty of time. So we'll see, like I said, and then based on this meet, then I'll dial my training in going forward, what I think I need to add or move around or change. So as of right now, like I said, I like to squat and deadlift both on the same day. This is going to be my first opportunity to see what it's like at a meet. So I think like I said, I finalized what my stance is going to be. I don't believe I'm going to have any issues with my grip. So the question is going to be, can I lift what I think I can lift? I mean, I am the biggest and strongest I've ever been in my life, and I'm 58 years old, which doesn't make any sense. So hopefully I do something. Hopefully I'm not going down there just to waste my time. But anyway, so that's John's update here in the 800-pound deadlift. So there may be a try added here on July 20th at this meet. So everyone, have yourself a great day. Talk to you soon.